Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
In your face.
You play 2K.
All the time.
You act.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't lose to playing you.
So I just
Houston, Texas. Welcome, everyone, to Noche NBA. DH.
Welcome.
Influential with his taste, for sure, David. Thank you. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Denver. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, the Rockets, just a couple spots back.
And I think for Denver, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. And Porter putting it right back in.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
The tray. It's hauled in by Jokic. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. To the paint, a second chance effort. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
The Nuggets shooting their first foul shot of the night. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the score by Houston. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. The pass to Craig. Outside Porter, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Tucker kicks to Westbrook. Houston moving it around. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by Westbrook.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. From deep, Harden, and the 3 ball is good. Harden's got 8 points.
It's so hard trying to contain Harden. Even when you think you have him locked in and cornered, he sinks a jumper right in your grip.
And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Monte Morris is checked in for Torrey Craig. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Murray surveying the D. We have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, the former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Tamari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. McLemore's checked in for Danuel House. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Rivers. Denver getting their last shot to go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
.130 left to play in the first. Pass to Plumlee.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
Yeah, you know, defense or not, good defense or not, those are shots you got to make. I mean, they're missing some easy ones.
Pass to Green. Clock at 6. Plumlee with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. A nice shot by Dozier.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open. Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Clement covered by Morris. Passes it to McLemore. Over to the wing. There's the triple. Rivers can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 12. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morris passes to Plumlee. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And the pass to Carroll. Now Rivers. Now McLemore. Pass to Clemens. Here's the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. James Harden getting it done for Houston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. Russell Westbrook is surely disappointed.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find.
You can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
We've got Rivers. Then McLemore is out there with Tamari Carroll. And it's Green, and it's Clemens in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Houston leading by 11. Harden left side. Pass to Rivers. Right wing. Here's McLemore. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. It's stolen by Green. It's tipped. Passes to Rivers. And some nice passing there by Houston. Harden, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
On the wing, Morris. To the middle. Oh, and here comes Carroll all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
You know, when Carroll's running the floor like this, he's really hard to keep up with. Great to see.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House is checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Grant. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Bull. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And Harden wide open. He shoots. It's good on the putback. Covington's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Nuggets trail by 18. Here's Daniels. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 5th rebound in this one. Westbrook kicks to Harden. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Daniels. Jokic has got his 2nd basket.
Guys, I like the hustle from Jokic. I mean, this guy knows exactly how to get to his spots in transition.
Here's Covington. Back to Tucker. Harden outside. Feeds to Tucker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you know, how can you not get excited about the way P.J. Tucker plays defense? Takes on all comers. Great intensity. He really is the leader of his team defensively.
And with Tucker Clark in his defense, he'll pump his team up with his play.
You know, that's a big reason, guys, why he sees so many minutes every game. I mean, his rotations are on time. He's got excellent hands, which allow him to force turnovers. But I think it's his intensity that sets him apart.
Craig passes to Jokic. Shoots over Covington. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Covington's got 6 rebounds in the game. Westbrook drives in. Score the basket. His 2nd of 2 attempts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And it's Jokic missing.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. Shoots over Covington. Millsap misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Back to Westbrook. There's the pass to Clemens. To the right side. And Westbrook, here we go. And it's sent back by Jokic. Here's Craig. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Dozier. They get the rebound. Here's Jokic. Shoots over Tucker. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Jokic has a nice shot fake and did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
And Jokic drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And so we conclude the first half. Rockets lead by 15. And we'll return shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 15. Kenny? And that's going to...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And here is Murray. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Millsap passes to Jokic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Clark, you know, some players just don't need a lot of reach. They can play basketball all day, every day, and don't want to be taken out. They've all got a lot of engine in them.
Yeah, they do. 24/7 guys, we call them. They don't need a lot of fuel, and it seems like they never are out of fuel. Guys like Paul George and Russell Westbrook come to mind.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Harden, that's good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
That one doesn't drop. Westbrook with the nice D there. Tucker finds Harden. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And McLemore, he's checked in for Houston. The Nuggets also changing it up. Plumlee, he's checked in for Millsap. Troy Daniels comes in for Torrey Craig. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Daniels dishes to Morris. Daniels passes to Plumlee. 18 feet out. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him. And when he's got that much room, forget about it.
And Westbrook, here we go. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. Here's Jokic. Off target with his 3. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Plumlee. And it's Bull in for Michael Porter. And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's Bull. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. But they recover it. Jokic kicks to Bull. On the wing, Daniels. 5 to shoot. Denver needs to get off his shot. Here's Grant. And that one comes up a bit short.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
Now, here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Houston needs to get a shot up. Here's Clemens. That 3 off the mark. Daniels with it. Pass to Bull. Lets it go with the 3. The shot misses. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jamari Carroll is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Clemens in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. House the pass to Tucker. Here is House. He's covered by Grant. Here's Clemens. Offensive rebound. And Carroll gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 21.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Dozier. Back to Murray. A 3-ball. No good that time. Rockets leading by 21. House the pass to McLemore. Houston moving the ball around. Here is House. Lets the 3 fly. Denver grabs the miss. Grant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Craig makes it off the glass. Craig's got his first 2 points. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Covington kicks to House. And a deep 3 from Westbrook. Another miss by Houston. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. 19-point game. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Now, here's Westbrook. He feeds it to Covington. Harden trying to get open. They get it back. Here's Westbrook, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
Here's Jokic. Up again, and Porter putting it right back in.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Pass to Westbrook. He dishes it to Tucker. And Covington with the basket on the assist from Tucker. Tucker's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Jokic. Guarded closely. Passes it to Porter. Shoots off the step back, and he drops that one in.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Houston leading by 14. Tucker the pass to House, and the shot goes down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. And there's the pass to Jokic. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Murray. Tries it from 19. Goes back up. Jokic passes to Porter. Ring shot on the way. And he can't bank that one in. Tucker with the ball. All guarded by Murray. Millsap with the steal.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Rockets.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage, plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Robert Covington.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
Now, here is Harden. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden gets the bucket.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Here's Morris. James Harden picking up that last basket. Pass to Jokic. The Rockets pull it in. Now, here's Tucker. Covington kicks to Westbrook. From downtown, he can't hit that time. So we see Houston taking the W here. This game may not have been the... David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
This from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off the team bus, and Nuggets has some pretty sound advice. Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Green. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets.
Well, at this point, it's undeniable that Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. You talk about guys like Ray Allen, he has passed up. That is big time.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
And there are no metrics to deny. What Curry is doing is incredible.
And at this point, we take his jaw-dropping feats for granted. He passes the numbers test, and he certainly passes the eye test. Curry, the best at what he does.
Now Millsap, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Curry kicks to Thompson. Curry passes to Thompson. He sinks the 11-footer.
Excellent touch from the mid-range. Klay Thompson's jump shot, it's good from anywhere.
Thompson comes with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Warriors now. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. From deep three-point range. Again, the miss by Thompson.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
To the paint. Here's Green. And no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Porter passes to Murray. He wants to get the Millsap and does. Back to Murray. Down low. That's tipped. They recover it. Denver needs to get off a shot, and he makes that one.
Smart play call. Paul Millsap deadly once he gets the ball inside.
Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside.
And for the Warriors, 5 straight finals appearances, something that hasn't been done since Bill Russell's Celtics of the 60s.
And those 5 appearances, Greg, produced 3 titles and was close to another one. Last year's finals not ending the way they wanted. Injuries certainly played a role. We'll see if they can make it back this season.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Chris. And Chris throws it down.
There's where Thompson's underrated vision comes into play. That's an excellent find.
Charity stripe shot. Porter, no luck.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And Chris throws it down.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
The Nuggets trail by 6. The pass to Jokic. Another shot. The kick out to Porter. A putback. Chris with the rebound. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That'll be his second foul of the game. Monte Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. Warriors leading by 6. Thompson passes to Chris. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Craig. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Stephen Curry. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Here's Chris, and Chris throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Dozier. It's Morris atop the key. 59 seconds left in the first. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
To the inside, here's Dozier. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Poole. 17 points in his last outing. Inside. And it's Denver with the rebound. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. The game now all-time. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And Chris throws it down.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Craig kicks to Dozier. Here's Plumlee. Second shot opportunity. Here's Craig. Grant controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And we'll be back with you shortly. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talking.
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the defense.
Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, Plumlee out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Bull. And it's Dozier in at the two-guard spot. Bull and Steve, some classic shoe brands, making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell-toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
A three from Morris. The shot off that time. The Warriors go the other way. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
Great positioning on the putback.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Nuggets trail, and now the Nuggets fast break. Pass to Plumlee. Bull dishes to Daniels. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. No good. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Curry. Sinks that one from the post. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
Knowing the defense wants to play him physical, Curry prepares for that mentally and makes them pay.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Curry's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Grant, that's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
From beyond the arc, and Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Morris. Lays it up and banks it in. Morris has got his first points of the night. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
Plumlee finds Morris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Kept alive. Tries again. Plumlee, the pass to Grant. Comes up empty from the left block. Warriors leading by 4. It's stolen by Morris. Pass to Curry. Takes a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. And talking about Bol, his dad, Manute Bol, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're two completely different types of players. Bobo's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
Here's Pascal. And Grant sends it back. To the paint. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Steph Curry. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
The Nuggets trail by 4. And it's Bol that time on the assist by Daniels.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bol making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Well, the former UCLA Bruin, Kevon Looney. Not a top option, but he knows how to contribute.
I love the energy and movement that Looney plays with. Doesn't create a lot on his own, but he always picks his spots. And he can finish a play if you take your eye off him.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The kick out to Porter. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got it all tied up now for Denver.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Great decision from Draymond to go up into the D there with his big body. Such an intelligent player.
The Warriors making a switch here. Both free throws good from Green.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dozier passes to Millsap. Just 5 on the clock. It's Porter outside. No good on that one. The deep 3 from Green. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Half. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Nuggets shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And Jokic drops them both.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Murray outside. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Murray for 3. Unable to get that one. Curry with some nice D. Millsap with the steal. The drive by Jokic. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Porter against Wiggins. For the lead, here's Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now let's step back and look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. 4th, the Nuggets.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
And Green slams it in.
Unselfish play right there. Curry with the patience to wait for someone to break free.
Murray right side. Steve, nothing finer than having a star on your team who also makes everyone else feel better, feel involved, right?
You're totally right, Kevin. I talked to a lot of these general managers and owners, and they talk about they're looking for the unselfish star. Not just the star, the unselfish star. And what they mean by that, on the court, off the court, the guy that understands it's about team versus him.
Craig, and it's good off the glass. And it's a 3-point Denver lead.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Thompson finds Curry. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Porter looking it over. Dives for it, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. It's Curry outside. Drops in the tray. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
Murray outside. From deep. Offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Wiggins. Curry way outside. Again, Curry missing.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
The pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got the lead up to 4 now for Denver.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Wiggins against Morris. 6 to shoot. The Nuggets moving the ball around, and it's Jokic missing.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Took him no time at all on that one. Thompson's got 5.
That buttery jumper reigning true. Clay's confidence from range, unbelievable.
Here's Morris. Nice shot from the wing. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Daniels in at the 3, the small forward.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here's Jokic from deep three-point range. That's no good. He's 5 of 10 from the field. Wiggins drives in, and Wiggins throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here's Jokic. Defense right on him. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Wiggins from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Wiggins has got it all tied up now for the Warriors. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. To the inside. He's covered by Daniels. That puts them in the lead. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Morris against Wiggins. Morris dishes to Millsap. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Porter's checked in. Curry deciding where to go with it. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Passes it to Morris. Outside, Porter. Can they get it? The shot, no good. Warriors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. That one good for 2. And now a 7-point Warrior lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
At the elbow, Jokic. The baseline J. And he hits the jump shot. Jokic has got 13 points in the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris, and right through it goes.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And the basket by Curry.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Goes up to the stripe. They get it back.
When you look at Paul Millsap, not the tallest power forward, but has that terrific wingspan.
To the middle, here's Pascal. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Jokic. That shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way. Curry attacking. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors. Nuggets shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And there's the call on Curry. And that'll be his third foul so far. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Denver. Murray comes in for Morris. Porter kicks to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Outside Millsap. Buries it from three-point range.
And the defense has to play up on him. Millsap too good to just let him catch and fire.
Bucket is good. And the Warriors lead by 9.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And here's the break. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
It's Porter outside. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubt.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill
Yeah.
Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right here.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end
I feel it. I feel it.
it.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Well, the Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for him.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point. Now here's Millsap following the missed shot by DeAndre Hunter. For 3, Murray with the putback. Jokic on the follow.
Well, Jokic is big, Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
Young passes to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Brent, talk about the length of the season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the season. What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting, and I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars to appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it'd be pretty healthy.
I mean, really intelligent at using the pick and roll. I love how Porter reads the defense and then just takes what's available. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Craig. Down low. Here's Millsap. Passes to Murray. Outside, Porter. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Here's Herter. That one rolling around and rims out. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Murray and the rejection by Collins.
How about that? Trae Young with a block shot.
Craig kicks to Porter. Lets it go from deep. Porter can't get that one to fall.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
On its way from Young for 2. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Millsap misses.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And that one is good.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
To halt the run, it's deflected. Herter passes to Capella. Count it. Capella's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Murray, here we go. Here's Jokic off the left rim and out. The Hawks leading by 7. Young from outside. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver.
Well, some people looking at Atlanta and their situation in terms of the rebuild and wondering what direction they would go. They've made some pretty solid picks. Got John Collins at the 19th pick as a foundation piece, and then obviously drafting Trae Young and Kevin Huerter, relying on shooting on the perimeter, and things moving along swiftly in Atlanta.
And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go. Pass to Huerter. Jacks up a three. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Denver also making a switch. Morris is checked in for Torrey Craig. Here's Morris, accurate with the jumper from the elbow.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Murray. The putback. Atlanta with the rebound. Cabela's got 5 rebounds tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of this game. No good on the free throw. So both teams changing it up here. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's Dozier. Basket counts.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Stolen. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love, like that is the thing.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Grant is out there at Plumlee. Then there's Bull. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 2.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Back to Morris. Denver passing it around. 3-pointer. Bull can't hit. Plumlee with the steal. To the paint. Here's Grant. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Carter. The Hawks leading by 7. Here's Bembry. And Bull pulls it down.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Takes the 13-footer, and that one goes long.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points.
What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. We'll look at the Nuggets. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
And you know, for the Nuggets, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running.
Yes.
You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. Teague surveying the D. Now the pass to Bembry. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Grant. And the layup's good off the glass. Grant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Grant's always looking for those seams, so when he finds one, he'll rip right into it, like his aggressiveness there.
Teague for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on it.
Pass to Bull. The 3. The shot, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And the Nuggets with some changes. Collins against Millsap. Right side, Collins. From 15 feet away, shots good from Young. Young's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
I just think anytime Trae Young finds some daylight, he starts to think about looking towards the rim.
Passes it to Craig. Fires for 3. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Nikola Jokic.
It does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Now Daniels. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Like the defense.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, some perspective. And that does it for our halftime show.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Hawks leading by 6. 3rd quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Huerter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Murray penetrating. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
I like that penetration there. Murray getting to the cup with great quickness. Talk about players who are X factors for their team, and for the Nuggets, Jamal Murray is one of those guys. He is a guy that once he gets going, feels like the team can become unbeatable.
On deep, Collins. Craig pulls it in.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Porter, no luck. As you said, Brent, a hot Jamal Murray can take over a game.
Big-time investment from the Nuggets this offseason in what Jamal Murray is to them now, but what he can be in the future. And I think right now what he's looking to be is as consistent as he possibly can be, night in and night out, to prepare this team each season to play its best basketball in the postseason.
Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Millsap attacking and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. The Hawks leading. Young taking his time here. Pass to Herter. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away using those long arms.
For the lead, and that one's good by Porter. And the Nuggets lead by 1. On deep. And it's Denver with the rebound.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed. Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Collins, good.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Here's Craig. Millsap passes to Porter. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got 8 rebounds in this game. On deep, Collins. The offensive rebound.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
Surprising quickness. Murray burying his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their 2 bigs, Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. A 3 from Morris. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shoots from 8, and Reddish, the bucket on the assist by Teague. Now it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Porter looking it over. The pass to Jokic. Shoots over Capella, and that one's good. Jokic has got 12.
Jokic feeling it. Not much the D can do right now. He's in a great rhythm and is exploding offensively.
Here's Bembry, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Grant. There's 38 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. Atlanta leading by 6. Outside Teague. He kicks to Reddish. And it's sent back by Jokic. Carter. And the layup is good. Carter's got his second basket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, here's Jokic. Dedmon defending. Fades back. Here's Porter. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Got it up. No good on that one. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Jokic is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the small forward position. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul. Kevin Huerter, he is checked in for Reddish. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Dozier. Over Young. Jokic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, Jokic getting up there to the rim. Teammates love to see him doing that.
Here's Huerter. A putback. It's good on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in. Here's Millsap. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Carter. Feeds it to Hunter. Fades. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Huerter finds an open teammate.
Young against Murray. Banked in off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Young's shot is off.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Murray dishes to Millsap. Young with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Great hands by Trae Young, and his passing abilities sparked the fast break.
From about 16, Craig can't get it to go.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Good on the triple. Young's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks. And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. Brent, you played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible and I don't know how much,
knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
A fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green and gold.
And they'll support them.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return.
Jokic, no good. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Collins checked in for the Hawks. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Young's shot is off.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And Huerter gets it to go. And the Hawks lead by 13.
Huerter out there completing the break on the run.
Here's Jokic. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Hunter kicks to Young. Passes to Capella. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And here's Atlanta. They're on a 14-6 run. To the wing right side. Here's Herter. Tips it, and it's put back up and in by Capella. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And a wide open look for Porter. Misses the three.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Young finds Capella. Back to Young. Launches a three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And this is a guy who just naturally draws fouls at a very high rate. That time Porter takes him off the bounce.
And Porter drops them both. And the Hawks with possession here. It's a 14-point game. Capella, the pass to Bembry. Back to Capella. And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That's his first foul. – 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here is Capella. There's the three. But they get it back. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability.
fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of NBA 2K TV and NBA 2K21, where everything.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. And nothing tips. It sure is fun to watch, DA. Thank you. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. If you look at Denver, unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And checking out Houston, 2 spots down.
And you know, Houston, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Yeah, they'll be there in the playoffs. I'm sure of that. It's just a matter of how high they'll be seeded.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray, and it's Craig in at the 2. Millsap misses. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Now here's Millsap, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Back to Porter. That's good, and it's Millsap with the assist.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
From past the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Porter's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
They get it back.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, and they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Jokic passes to Murray. A 15-footer.
In terms of fundamentals, Tucker is rock solid at the defensive end. I mean, you can see the effort he puts into his D right here.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, yeah, you can hear the sigh of relief from here. Now they've got to build on that first bucket.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris is checked in. Jokic with it, guarded by Tucker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The alley-oop, got a piece of it.
And you know defense is Tucker's calling card. He will pester you, aggravate you, get up in your jersey, make you think twice about trying to shoot over him.
And you know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Hey, Chris, with Dirk retiring, who now has the best fadeaway, you think, in the game from the post position?
It's a man that stole his move. Now, he didn't need to steal it. He just added on to his game. He's a great person. He's not a thief, but he uses that one-leg kick fadeaway, and he's the same height as Dirk. Oh, that's Kevin Durant, the best fadeaway in the game, period.
Towns is developing a nice one, too.
Oh, you know what? I love Towns' games inside, and what makes Towns so good is that he can fade away over the right shoulder. And you know why that makes it so tough? Because he can come over the left shoulder with a jump hook. Most guys with the best fadeaways, they have a counter that already gets you hung in on that counter, and then when you're thinking about that original move, bam, they hit you with the fadeaway.
And it's Houston on the break, and Harden wide open. He shoots, but they recover it. Porter pulls it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Back to Murray. Millsap looking it over. Another shot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Here's Tucker. And he banks in the layup. Tucker's got his second basket.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Jokic passes to Porter. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Oh, reversed at home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Goes up the baseline. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Green, and Green slams it in.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Outside, Porter. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. We've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Nuggets lead by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Jamari Carroll is out there with Ben McLemore. And it's Rivers. And there's Green. And it's Clemens in at the 1 spot.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Houston making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Dozier. Here's Plumlee from the right block. The shot is good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Shoots from 12. Here's Plumlee. Westbrook with the nice D there. Rockets trail by 5. McLemore, no good. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Dozier kicks to Grant. In the corner, Daniels. Rocket 6. Now, here's Bull. He's covered closely. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
Pass to Plumlee. This one for 3. Dozier. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Yeah, and they can't afford a repeat of that. They need a lot more minutes out of their core group tonight.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Denver. And a change for the Rockets. House is checked in. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. Denver making a switch here. To the inside. Here's Green. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's now 10 points for Jeff Green.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Jokic kicks to Morris. Grant at the elbow. Over to the wing. 4 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Rivers has got the ball. Had the space there, but it's offline. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. From deep three-point range. He can't get that one to fall. So Houston will take it the other way. And some nice passing there by Houston. Houston gets it back. Pass to House. Westbrook against Morris. Westbrook passes to Carroll. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Craig. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass from the tip.
Grant gets a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Grant's got 7 points.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Carroll dishes to Green. Back to Carroll. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside.
Green against Jokic. It's up a 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Rivers finds Carroll. Green left side. And Grant sends it back.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Yeah, G, I imagine that's what they're thinking. You have to maximize the possessions.
The pass to Morris. And Jokic slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. Gotta love it.
It's stolen by Green. Got a piece of it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Murray for 3. Oh, big time shot.
He just beat the buzzer.
And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One guy who's getting it done is Jeff Green.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Here's Jokic. Yep, that one goes in there. Jokic has got 8 points. League has cracked down C-Webb on flagrants. Players leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be... Oh, he delivers that with force!
I cannot believe that. And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Tucker. It's rebounded by Houston. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Tucker. Another miss by Jokic. Rockets trail by 3. The feed to House. In the corner, it's Westbrook. And it's all evened up. Westbrook's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
Deflects the pass. And it's the Rockets on the break. Bobbed up there for Westbrook. Now here's Tucker, guarded by Porter, but he gets it back. And here's Harden for 3. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. House dishes to Tucker. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. The Nuggets making a switch here. Holes checked in. And a change for the Rockets. McLemore is checked in. From deep, Harden connects from 3-point range. Harden's got 5.
And Harden attempts more threes than just about anyone. And you don't get that kind of leeway unless you knock him down.
And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
But yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
Here's Millsap. Nice spin off the left rim and in. He's got 6.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's McLemore outside. He's off on that one. And Denver the other way now. Dozier kicks to Plumlee. Passes it to Murray. From deep. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Houston's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Didn't think that was going to go in. Harden's got the lead up to 4 now for Houston.
And there's been a drop-off in their defense since halftime. I mean, they don't nearly have the same energy they did in the first half.
Murray finds Millsap. Kept alive to the middle. Second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Plumlee. Plumlee's got his second bucket.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Left side, Covington over Millsap. Gets a hand on it. Here's Tucker. They shoot again. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Monte Morris is checked in for Murray. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. Pass to Clemens. Harden outside. The Rockets with another miss. Nuggets have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And that one's good. Millsap. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Millsap with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Morris.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Harden the pass to Carroll. Over Millsap. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
And yes, it's good. Carroll's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Plumlee finds Millsap. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Bull. He's guarded closer, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 2. Pass to Harden. The 11-footer uses the glass to drop it in. Harden's got 10 points in the quarter.
Oh, there's the dilemma. You want to stop Harden from getting all the way to the rim, but he can also just rise and fire, or pull up and fire, or step back and fire, and there's not much you can do about it.
At the end. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team.
Rebounds and loose balls. We got to get it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Nuggets shooting about 42% so far. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got P.J. Tucker. McLemore is out there with Harden. And it's House in at the 4.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Lays it up off the glass. House has got his first basket of the night.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Inside, Harden, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
Outside Millsap. Dozier kicks to Porter. It's over Tucker, and that one's good by Porter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Harden outside. Houston moving the ball around from the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets. Millsap's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Daniels passes to Porter. Here's Dozier. Takes the 3. They get it back. And the pass to Daniels. Drains it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 3-point Nugget lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Morris passes to Porter. Millsap left side. And Daniels up top, guarded by Harden. Now here's Porter. Not a lot of room. Off target at the rim. And Tucker kicks to McLemore. Porter with the steal. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Torrey Craig comes in for Troy Daniels. Tyson Chandler. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Thank you, David.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Nuggets.
Craig passes to Porter. He can't get that one. And it's Houston the other way. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Nuggets trail by 6. Harden finds Westbrook. Here is House. Passes it to Westbrook. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at it.
2 free throws. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Oh, Porter in position. Doesn't go that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Here's Craig, guarded by Harden. Outside, Porter. 6 to shoot. Denver gets it back.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock. Millsap going for the W. He's looking focused.
House kicks to Westbrook. And here's Harden for 3. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
And Murray, here we go. Yes! .34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
He's always a league leader in free throw attempts. I mean, Harden's so shifty, so strong, and he can beat you from any spot on the floor.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
Feeds it to Millsap. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Murray surveying the D. And a wide open look for Porter. Can't connect. So the Nuggets win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me,
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
Coming up next. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sport. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at Denver. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And checking out Golden State, right now, quite a ways down below.
Well, I think for Denver, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers. In the backcourt, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Craig in at the two. A lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the Coach of the Year. When you look at the criteria for you when you're voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record. That's the first thing you look at. And what has contributed to that best record. But it isn't only about that, right? You have to consider, number one, what's the roster challenges that head coach may have had to overcome? Did he have to deal with any mid-season trades? There are so many things that go into making up a great year as a basketball coach in the NBA. So many things.
And here's Millsap after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Denver passing it around. For the three, Jokic. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big-time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Chris gets the bucket.
If you ever notice Stephen Curry's vision, his eyes are always looking for opportunities to find his teammates.
Here's Craig, right now averaging about 5 points a game. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jokic.
Well, terrific mobility on the defensive end. Some of Chris's greatest attributes, that athleticism.
Knocked away. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Porter passes to Jokic. Murray outside. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Curry against Murray. And another three for Golden State.
Steph Curry's ability to shoot the basketball off the dribble may be as special as we've ever seen in the history of the league.
Here's Murray. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Warriors leading.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, coming off that loss against the Nets. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Dozier's checked in, and Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Curry against Jokic. 1:10 left here in the opening quarter. Porter, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You can always trust Steph Curry to make the right pass. This guy has unbelievable vision.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Bull in for Porter. Here's Dozier. Shoots from 14. And again, Denver no good.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
Now, here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. Grant, right side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, this is why Jeremy Grant's size is important. Stretches out beautifully whenever he's close to the rack.
Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Dozier kicks the ball. And the 3 off target. The Warriors have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Back to Looney. Over Plumlee. No good there. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his...
It's a cognitive and neurological drill.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
Out to the right wing. Smailagic. Nifty move. That one's not going to go. And Denver the other way now. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
Now, here's Wiggins. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. And there it is for him.
Well, how about the aggressiveness of Andrew Wiggins? So good at fighting through the contact, taking the challenge of the defense. That's beautiful.
Here's Morris. Pass to Bull. Now, here's Grant. He's covered closely. On the wing, Daniels. Now Grant. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. The pass to Poole. Golden State moving it around. A three-pointer. Wiggins. The shot missing. And it's Denver the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Morris passes to Plumlee. Now Bull. Pass to Morris. The Nuggets with another miss. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background, and his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
Now Bowl, following the three-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. 1:53 left now here in the second. Poole, the pass to Looney. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this team.
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
Here's Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Millsap's got his first 2 points of the night.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Jokic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Thompson for 3. Drills it from outside. Thompson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
I'll tell you, this guy handles defensive pressure as well as anybody in the NBA. Klay Thompson's accuracy very hard to affect.
Here's Craig. Back to Murray. At the elbow, Jokic. Here's Craig. He's covered by Thompson. Craig can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Dozier.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Murray against Curry. The shot from 20 feet away. Offensive rebound. Here's Pascal. Thompson in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Here's Jokic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jokic has got 8 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Outside for Curry. Thompson passes to Wiggins. Shoots the 3. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Now here's Millsap. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Sunday, They'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Steph Curry is sneaky good on the glass. You have got to make a count for him when you're the defensive player.
One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg. He never wants the spotlight to himself. Even as a leader of his team, he always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Troy Daniels is checked in for Torrey Craig. And Morris subbed in for Murray. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Daniels.
They've got an effective passing big man in Millsap. He does a lot for their chemistry.
Fires the three, and it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors. To the middle, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career and what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
Thanks, Kev.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Dozier's checked in. Millsap's against Green, and a wide open look for Porter. And again, Denver no good. Warriors leading by 7. Back to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, you have to appreciate the willingness of Klay Thompson to move the basketball. How pretty is that, guys?
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Draymond Green. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's been putting up about 4 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Warriors have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. To the paint. Here's Curry with the 3. The shot that time, not on target. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Daniels. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Thompson passes to Pascal. And that one is hammered home.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Some nice passing by Golden State. And that one, good. Pascal's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Daniels, and he gets the bucket. Daniels has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Guarded by Porter. Thompson outside, launches it, buries it from 3-point range. And the Warriors lead by 10.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Right side Curry. They double team Curry. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Grant. They get it again. Green, the pass to Pascal. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Curry way out. Oh, he made it, Doris!
Wow.
He made it!
Holy moly, he made that!
Wow.
13 foul. Stephen Curry. In your Nuggets. Nikola Jokic.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He delivered 9 points from three-point range. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Chris. Steph Curry's out there with Wiggins. Then it's Green. And it's Pascal in at the small forward spot. Murray, the pass to Craig. But they'll get another chance. Feeds it to Porter. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Pascal. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. And he can't get the first one. Doris, if you had a list of players with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind, James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso, that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable.
It's good. Curry's got 22.
Boy, when Curry is hot, look out. This guy is fantastic at understanding what the defense is conceding and making them pay.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Jokic with it, working on Chris. To stop the run. And it's Jokic missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple? Down it goes! Wow. Down it goes!
Fire is answered!
Nice.
Porter against Curry. Here's Jokic, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Warriors leading by 18. Curry deciding where to go with it. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Porter finds Jokic. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Puts it up. Curry can't get it to go. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. To the inside. Porter passes to Jokic. And stolen by Chris. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Thompson from long range. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Warriors lead by 21.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Down low. Pass to Craig. Back to Jokic. Over Chris. And it's Jokic missing. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. The deep three from Thompson. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Curry against Millsap. Shot clock at 5. Wiggins dishes to Thompson. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 19.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steph Curry.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting performance, number 95. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Good on both. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bol. From outside, off the mark. Here's the Warriors with the ball. That one falls.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And he goes in for the dunk.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And it's in there. And the Warriors lead by 17.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Count that bucket.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
From deep. That one, no good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty... All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Welcome to this special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA 2K21 demo is here. And
the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Well, now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Capella.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2-guard spot.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
Now here's Murray. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Jokic, no good. And it's the Hawks ball. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. Collins passes to Capella. Young from outside. Rebound by the Nuggets. And Greg Herter, the 19th pick back in 2018. Sweet touch, and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
Here's Huerter, following the basket by Paul Millsap. Porter with the steal. Here's Murray. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Left block shot on the way. Doesn't go for him. Murray with the defensive effort. Here's Craig. Capella covering. Craig good. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. Shot by Collins, no good. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Now here's Millsap. 20 points for him last game against Dallas. Over Young, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
The way Millsap can space the floor with his jump shot is very important to him.
Oh, he hit it!
How did that go in?
How about the range on that jumper?
From outside the arc, hits it from three-point range. Millsap's got 7 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Collins. He's coming off a 28-point game against New York.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, Jokic following the miss by Paul Millsap from deep. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
And And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
56 seconds left in the first quarter. Hunter, the pass to Herter. Craig pulls it in.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Millsap looking it over. Craig kicks to Millsap. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Collins, good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Shoots from 14. Craig, good. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
To the right side. Herter passes to Collins. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Here's T. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Good work defensively by Morris.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trade.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nuggets lead by 1. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about it.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Millsap and Plumlee are playing up front. Then there's Bull. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier into the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And one area, Clark, that Mason Plumlee doesn't get enough credit in is his playmaking. He does a great job at that as a center.
I could not agree with you more. He's an outstanding passer, but when you're playing with Jokic, you sometimes get overlooked in terms of how well he passes it. But he does a good job and is really solid off the bench. Plumlee moves well, he's active, and he's a rim protector defensively, too.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
The Hawks trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
I mean, he hit that shot from the next town over, Kev. What a shot.
Shoots. But they recover it. Now the pass to Carter. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. Carter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Nuggets on D. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
3-pointer, Daniels. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. The Hawks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Another 3 for Atlanta. Far toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall, others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always done.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up really 1 through 5. And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And now on our rookie leaderboard, who are the rookies grabbing the most rebounds in the NBA right now? Let's take a look. 5th, DeAndre Hunter.
And, you know, rebounding was a skill that I thought would translate to the NBA for him. We knew he could board with the best of them, and he has not disappointed.
Yeah, rebounding always transfers and translates to the next level. He's been a bull in a china shop, out working, out hustling guys, and he's really got terrific instincts to the basketball.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Here's Murray.
And his struggles continue. Just still scoreless and just can't seem to take the lid off.
Here's Hunter. Banked in off the glass. And now a 7-point Hawks lead.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Murray kicks to Daniels. Wants to get it to Grant and does. Shot to stop the run. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Grant. Daniels has got his first bucket in this one. From deep, Collins up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Hunter. Finished off the break. Hunter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
There's Porter with the 3. They get the rebound. That one misses. For Atlanta, they have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half. Here's Dozier. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was... And that'll do it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Hawks. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Leonard at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke.
And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
It's good.
Well, I like how Paul Millsap used his body to get into the defender there.
Pass to Herter. Now the dish to Capella. The kick out to Young. Passes to Herter. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Hunter no good. The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Craig. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Herter. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
To the left wing. Collins, that's a 2-pointer, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Collins has got 12.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
They grabbed their own miss. Second chance shot, and that one drops. 11 points for Paul Millsap.
Yeah, Millsap doing good work there with the extra possession, converting on the offensive glass.
Here's Capella. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Herter, and the 3 off target.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Jokic kicks to Craig. Jokic passes to Millsap. Back to Jokic. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got 3 assists in the game. Looking to get it going. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got his second bucket tonight. Mark, who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Well, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic. My goodness, he is a joy to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game. But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep 3. Embiid is streaky from there. In terms of the balanced approach, I think probably you could throw Karl Anthony Towns in that mix.
Good name. Here's Craig. Knocks down the 3 ball. 7 points in the game.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap terrific at moving the ball, cinching when a teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
Here's Young. Drops in the layup for 2.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot. And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Well, we'll see if they have the awareness to realize that.
It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Porter.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Vince Carter the bucket on the assist by Teague. That's 7 points for Vince Carter.
Terrific awareness from the savvy point guard. Jeff Teague is excellent at getting the ball to the open man.
Back to Morris. Wide open look. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Teague for three. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Hawks lead by 8 from the... Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Stops and run. Stops and run. Sense of urgency.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Plumlee out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Daniels in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Morris dishes to Grant. Back to Morris. Right wing. Here's Dozier. The three-pointer no good. The Hawks leading by 6. Carter the pass to Fernando. Over Daniels. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Denver making a switch here. Bulls checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Reddish is checked in. Here's Dozier, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And really trying to work the ball inside here and starting to get results. A lot of that offense coming in the paint here in the second half.
Atlanta making a switch here. Dedmon's checked in. And Teague's got the ball here for the Hawks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Bull. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Teague. That one no good. And Denver the other way now. Pass to Morris. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Atlanta leading by 4. Embry the pass to Reddish. Makes it off the glass.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. Jokic has checked in for Bull. Dozier passes to Jokic. Fires from 14. The shot is good off the backboard.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Daniels from outside. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Murray the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist on the night.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Wasted no time on that one. 11 points for Trae Young.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
quarter, no luck. The Hawks leading by 8. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. Inside and stolen by Murray.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Here's Herter. And a miss there on the triple. Nuggets running out of time. Beyond the arc. And that's good. Jamal Murray for 3.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moment. Big time shot there.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
They're outside. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Young, that time on the assist by Hunter. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Just his night, guys. We saw Young do this in college. Once he gets into a rhythm, he will just put it on you.
Jokic, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Collins. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
There's the pass to Herter. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
The Nuggets on offense. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Count it. Good. In the corner, it's Hunter. For 3. Hangs home the trifecta.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. From the inbound. And there's the nice layup by Plumlee.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Teague for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And here's Daniels. And so the Hawks take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that.